Hey guys, a long time no see, long time no check-in, long time no anything, and I know I am so sorry, especially for those that left comments and want to know more about revision from VSG to gastric bypass, and yeah, I'm just so sorry about that. It's been about a year. Well, it has been a year, and April 19th, May, June, July. It's going to be a year and 3 months in July, 2023. And I managed to go down from, what did I say my highest was? It was like 260 something to 179, I believe. Like 179. And right now I'm currently sitting at 184, which is like scary as hell to me, but it's because of a good reason. And if I'm gonna gain weight, this is the reason why I would want to, versus just stuffing my face with food. So after 3 years of trying, I am pregnant. I am almost 3 months pregnant. I'll be 3 months pregnant next week. I'm 35 years old. Like I said, I was trying for a couple years, maybe like 2-3 years, and nothing happened. Not sure if it had to do with my weight or my spouse's weight, or the fact that I started doing exercise, because I was going hard at the gym, you guys. Right before I got pregnant, I was going hard, stretching, hitting the sauna. Like, I was on my grind. Like, I was on my vision goal to 140, yeah. And of course, when you start feeling lighter, you start feeling sexier, and things happen. So that's what happened with me. And this is like a whole other journey, right? Because now I went from VSG to revision to gastric sleeve to now being pregnant 1 month out. 1 year out, right? So I figured now would be a good time to do an update. Yeah, some of the how do you say it? Some of the side effects of gastric bypass that I do not hear anybody talk about, which is like, why isn't nobody talk about? And I could see why maybe some people don't talk about it, because it's very like cringe and very like ill, like very TMI type stuff. But I think it's like super important to share, especially if you're considering doing the revision, because these are things that I just was not expecting. I never even knew that like was a thing, So I'm here to share that with you guys today. So if you are considering having a revision from sleeve to bypass, or just bypass, know that there are some things that are going to happen. And I guess I'll start with like the most obvious ones to me. You are gonna have a lot of gas, a lot of stinky gas, like abnormally smelly gas. And you're not gonna like it. And not only are you gonna have abnormally smelly gas, you are gonna have abnormally scary poops, smelly poops at that. Like really, really bad. And that's like one of the side effects that I was not expecting. Because you go and of course it doesn't smell the best, but it's not like, guys, like what I've been experiencing is like next level stuff, like literally. So yeah, that's something that I didn't have before. I didn't have like the crazy amount of gas, or like really smelly bowel movements and stuff. So yeah, that was like different and new. Another thing that I noticed is that My bowel movements are not as, this is TMI, okay, are not as thick as they once were. Sometimes they come out like very thin and they're like pale in color, and that's because I'm probably not getting enough like nutrients or vitamins or minerals. Like, your body doesn't absorb these things as good as it used to once you have the surgery. So that's been really different. Also too, sometimes they come out like in little like pieces. It doesn't come out as like one bowel movement, or not even two. I'm talking about like like your bowel movements come out in like 10 to 15 pieces, like little pieces, probably like this big, you know. And that was like kind of concerning, you know. And then I read that it's because of that your body lacking to absorb the vitamins and minerals correctly, and stuff like that. So that's something to take note of. Also too, there's days where you just feel super tired, super fatigued. I remember in the very beginning, I would like get up, like let's say somebody was ringing the doorbell, right? And I would get up to answer it. I'll feel like hella dizzy, like dizzy to the point where I needed to hold on to something and like stop a little bit and be like, hold up, like that kind of feeling. And that is something I have never dealt with in my life. Like, that was super kind of like scary when it first started happening, you know. And again, it's because of the vitamins and like the nutrition absorption your body has now, like what it has changed, you know. So that's another thing to keep note of. What else can I think of? Just super extreme fatigued, like to the max. Obviously hair loss, you know. I still experience some type of hair loss when you're post-op that I am now. It's definitely slowed down, but it did take out like 50% of my hair, like and I had thick hair, and now I have like very little bit, like barely any. So I'm kind of lucky that I had thick hair to begin with, but I can only imagine somebody who has naturally like thin hair, like you're gonna lose a lot of it. And it's like frustrating, and it's scary, and it's annoying too, because they'll be like all over your bed, your pillows, like just everywhere, dude. And like on your floors when you vacuum, like it's just crazy the amount of hair that you lose with the surgery, guys. So that's another thing to take note. And like I said, that has slowed down a lot. Yeah, but it's like super like alarming at first, especially when you start seeing yourself like with stringy hair, and like you never had that before, you know. What's another thing that I can kind of say about like the side effects, like stuff that people don't really like talk about too much? I guess on the positive note, I don't have acid reflux anymore. Like I don't really feel like I have acid reflux anymore, which is good. I feel, it's funny because I could say that I feel more energetic, but to be honest, I kind of didn't. I kind of felt like less energetic, and it's probably because of my body getting like less vitamin absorption or mineral absorption, whatever it is. I had my my blood work done 1 year post-op, and my surgeon said everything looked good and everything looked fine. And then I just keep doing what I was doing. However, now that I'm pregnant and I needed to go do my prenatal like blood work and everything. They test for everything, you know, when you're pregnant as well. And my iron levels came back like severely deficient. So I'm like, that's funny. Like I literally had my blood work done like 3 months ago, and my surgeon said everything looked good, and now I had my prenatal blood work done, and that my iron levels came out severely low. So I'm not sure, because it's like been 3 months since I had that, and then now, so the 3 month span, I don't know if because I'm pregnant and because I'm growing the baby and everything, that's, you know, obviously you need blood and oxygen and red cells to create the baby and everything. So I'm pretty sure it's because I'm pregnant that I'm severely iron deficient. And today I got 325 milligrams of iron, of Falusol, I think it's called, that I have to take every other day. Yeah, and then I'll do blood work in another month and see if those are helping. And there's like side effects to that too, which I can come back and talk about for iron pills. I just read about them right now, but you know, I'm hoping that I don't experience them like hella bad or anything like that, because I know there's like constipation and stomach pain and nausea. So I'm like kind of worried that, you know, I already have all those things because I'm pregnant. I don't want it to like exacerbate it, if that's the word. Like, so that's like a whole other thing. But yeah, I do feel myself like with shortness a breath, and that can be too because of the severe iron deficiency. Yeah, I had that. I think like I noticed that too before I got pregnant. Like I think that had to do with the surgery too. However, now that I'm talking about it, I think that has to do more with my pregnancy. I think because I think I just did start noticing it more once I got like the first days of kind of finding out that I'm pregnant. But yeah, shortness of breath, definitely. And now that I'm pregnant, I'm getting even more like fatigued and dizzy, and like I'll have like a sweat kind of thing going, like a breakout and sweat, and then I feel dizzy. Like I don't know, it's like different and weird because I never had that before. But I do find myself like going through that, and I just don't want to do anything. I just want to sleep, and I don't even get too hungry, like, because I do have nauseousness and stuff like that. And you know, I'm not even gonna lie, it's a little concerning to me that, you know, I went through all of this to lose weight, and I'm about to start gaining weight just 1 year post-op. So, you know, but like I said, I've been trying to have a baby for like 3 years, and you know, if God says this is the right time, this is the right time. I just need to make sure that I do like the things I'm supposed to, like take the vitamins I'm supposed to. That includes my prenatals and my iron pill now. And before it was my bariatric vitamins, which I would take every day, and now they switched those to prenatal, and they basically have the same thing. But yeah, those are very important, guys, just to keep your body healthy and, you know, yourself in the right state of mind. And, you know, if pregnancy is something that you're trying to achieve, your body is at its best, like optimal, like running if you're planning to, you know, have a baby and things like that. So if you are, and like let's say you were overweight and you had this surgery to have a baby, I have really high hopes for you, and I know that that's going to happen for you. It happened for me, and I'm very, very grateful. And I know that's a definite possibility. So if that's your goal, like, you know, it's very likely that it's going to happen. So yeah, get ready for that. You know, kids are a blessing. It's like a labor of love, I always say, but it's like the biggest like most life-changing thing that can happen to you in the best way possible. So yeah. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comment box, and I'll try my best to answer them for you guys. If you guys want me to come back and just make like, I don't know, just like vlog updates like this, I think I'm down to do it. Since I was told I am severely iron deficient today, I literally just had a steak cooked in olive oil, and it was like a big steak. I could finish like a big steak. Like my portions are not as like small anymore, but you know, I can't eat like 2-3 steaks like I could, you know. So I had a steak right now for iron, And then I had some asparagus alongside with it for iron as well, because, you know, leafy greens and just like vegetables in general are good for iron. So I just had that for like a late night dinner. And for some reason, you are not supposed to mix milk with iron. You're supposed to wait 2 hours before or 2 hours after, because usually, you know, I have like some cereal or like a piece of toast with some milk, or like a cookie with some milk, and I can't do that. So I figured I'll get some protein in and some iron, and get some iron with my steak and asparagus. So that's kind of like, that's what I did. Yeah, I can't believe we're here, and I am doing this update telling you guys that I'm pregnant. So that's cool. And please excuse my vlogging, or my lack thereof. Like, I'm trying to get better with this. I mean, it's fun. I don't have any friends anyways, because my daughter and my husband own my life. So this is a nice little kind of thing for me, you know. So expect me to post a little bit more. And I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. Hopefully I can just upload just like this. No need for editing, because I don't really know how to do that anyways. Maybe later somebody can point me in the right direction to a good editor, because yeah, I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have questions for me, feel free to leave them. If you like this video, if you want me to come on here and say more, hit the like button. And yeah, thank you guys for watching my video and watching my journey. And I wish you guys all the best in yours, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, deuces.